Exodus chapter 15. Now Moses and the children of Israel sang this song to God and spoke, saying, Let us sing to the Lord, for he is greatly glorified. Horse and rider he has thrown into the sea. The Lord became my helper and the shield of my salvation. He is my God, and I will glorify him, my father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord brings wars to nothing. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and army he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also were drowned in the Red Sea. The sea covered them. They sank to the bottom like a stone. Your right hand, O God, is glorified in strength. Your right hand, O God, dashed the enemy in pieces. In the greatness of your glory, you broke the adversaries to pieces. You sent forth your wrath. It consumed them like stubble. By the spirit of your anger, the waters were gathered together. The waves stood upright in the midst of the sea. The depths congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoils, I will satisfy my soul, I will destroy with my sword. My hand shall have dominion. You sent forth your spirit. The sea covered them. They sank like lead in the mighty waters. Who is like you, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like you, glorified in holiness, marvelous in praises, doing wonders? You stretched out your right hand. The earth swallowed them up. In righteousness you guided your people whom you redeemed. In strength you called them to your holy resting place. The nations heard and were angry. Pangs seized the inhabitants of Philistia. The princes of Edom and the chiefs of the Moabites were dismayed. Trembling took hold of them. All the inhabitants of Canaan melted away. Fear and dread fell upon them. By the greatness of your arm, let them become as stone. Till your people pass over, O Lord, till your people pass over, whom you purchased. Bring them in and plant them in the mountain of their inheritance, in your prepared habitation, O Lord, which your hands made ready, the sanctuary, O Lord, which your hands established. The Lord reigns forever and ever and ever. For Pharaoh's horses went with his chariots and horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought back the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel walked on dry ground in the midst of the sea. Then Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took the timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and dances. So Miriam led them. Let us sing to the Lord, for he is greatly glorified. Horse and rider he cast into the sea. Thus Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea. Then they went out into the wilderness of Shur. They went 3 days in the desert and found no water to drink. Now when they came to Marah, they could not drink the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore he named that place Bitterness. Then the people complained against Moses, saying, What shall we drink? So he cried to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree. When he cast it into the waters were made sweet. There he made a statute and an ordinance for them. There he proved him, and said, If you diligently heed the voice of the Lord your God, and do what is pleasing in his sight, give ear to his commandments, and keep all his ordinances, I will put none of the diseases on you that I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord your God, who heals you. Then they came to Elim, where there were 12 fountains of water and 70 palm trees. So they camped there by the waters.